I've always been a Prince over Michael fan.
You've always been a Prince over Michael?
Michael fan.
I mean, from a music, like
musicality, producing, writing,
definitely
co-writing, co-producing,
the production.
But Joe Budden gave this. Joe Budden gave this great analogy. He said, Michael Jackson made the best music I've ever heard. Prince made the best music I've ever felt. And that's the best way to put it.
There's no way. There's no way.
I mean, of course, but I always take Prince over Michael, bro. Season 2 is done. Man, it feels surreal because this, first off, it's our last time in this space.
Yeah, next time y'all see us, it's gonna be a completely new set.
Yeah, new set, man, new vibes, man, new energies.
Time for elevation.
It's up, man. It's already 2023. We're already all gonna be 30 this year, so it's already a lot to manage. Some of us are already 30. Shout out to you. Shout out to you for leading the way, Capricorn. Leading the way on the 30.
I feel like we had just graduated from Morrow, bro. Like, yeah, that wasn't that long ago, but
it wasn't that long. When you turn 30, bro, your body don't feel that way, right?
No, the liquor hit different. Because right now.
Yeah, folks. Y'all see,
we celebrate.
We celebrate. Listen. Last week we had toast, we had suits on, and all of that. Now we're like, we sitting down.
We learned. We elevated.
We grown.
We 30. The body move different, like you said.
Yeah, keeping the bottle sealed. I know Lowe's happy for that. You know what I'm saying? The non-drinker in the room. He's like, all right, cool. Keeping it sober tonight. Yes. We are keeping it sober today. But welcome, man. Honesty on the table. You know what it is. Where our mission is to cultivate a space where vulnerability, transparency, and humble curiosity serve as our healthy roots for individual and collective progress. Indeed. Gentlemen. Just give me y'all, just give me whatever y'all been thinking about. Season 2 is up, man. What are y'all thoughts? How y'all feel about the season? What are y'all looking to build on? Getting into 3. We've been definitely cooking up in the lab for season 3. And I just want to hear y'all thoughts. What's going on with season 3 and how y'all want to springboard from season 2?
I'm excited to work with some of the business owners that we mentioned, shooting in some different locations, incorporating a little bit more vlog lifestyle type of vibe, because we all be doing stuff all the time. And it's good, whether it's Turo or PhD, secure, like we all are active, and just for people just to see how we come together, like these 4 different parts, and link up. Well, we did link up last night, but like, I don't know
under the bus.
Yeah, I was like,
on the bus early.
I was like, so yeah, I was looking forward to seeing you. I even called you.
Dang,
I was really looking forward to seeing you.
He was looking forward to seeing you.
But it's okay. It's okay, man. We're gonna have to do that again. But that's what I'm looking forward to. People just kind of seeing how we are individually and collectively as a group. I think that's just it's a dope setting. So yeah, that's for me. Chopping.
I mean, for me, I would say like to get really like into like our mentorship bag. You know what I'm saying? I think going to the school, talking to those young men, was like it was very, I don't know, it just made you feel great. You know what I'm saying? Like when I say great, like to just like give back to the community. Especially with like young Black men. You know what I'm saying? Like I just think that not necessarily we have obligation to it, but we have obligation. You know what I'm saying? It takes a village to raise a child, and we can do our part any way we can. That's something I'm really looking forward to, is really hopping on that like real heavy for next season. And also more guests. You know, I think that we dabbled with that this year, and I think that it came out really well. I just want to have a lot more opinions, different opinions. Different cultures. I'm just looking forward to a lot for season 3, man. For real.
All right. So season 2 was fire. We did our thing. But for season 3, we have to turn it a little bit more, right? So we're going to have more guests, For
sure.
We're going to have a little more vlogging, lifestyle, mentorship, as you said, business partners, as you said, change of space, change of scenery. And then also the guests that we're shooting for season 3 are going to be more of I think we're shooting for more of a mentorship for us. So older guests to kind of lead the way, lead the discussion so we can learn the lesson or, or perspective. And, more swag, more style. You know what I mean?
Way more style.
Yeah.
Oh, we're coming crazy.
Yeah. New looks, new body goals, new weight.
We were just talking about that.
Yeah. You're right.
Gotta get that 185.
Hey, look, that 185.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
25 pounds.
We locked in. We locked in.
Wow.
But yeah. I'm excited, man. So let's get it.
Yeah, man. Same here. I agree with all of you on all fronts. Season 2 was good, man. We definitely. What I'm most appreciative about with us is we was talking about this in pre-production a lot, but we hold each other accountable. If we said we needed to step up season 2 and dress up more, whatever for season 2, get out of the Nike Techs.
I wasn't on that crazy, bro.
If you say we gotta have guests going into season 2, we got some guests. We gotta, if we wanted to build on the fathers, we build on the fathers by having the pops in the building. Like we set out to accomplish these goals and we did it. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't just caught in aspiration land. We actually got it done. I'm very, very proud to be, amongst brothers who value themselves and values their vision, and also is unselfish enough to collaborate and impart their vision with others to help this collective progress we talk about building on. So I'm very thankful to continue to work with y'all, brothers. I'm thankful for our health, man, going into this year. 30 is a big number, but I'll rest assured, nigga don't feel 30. Trust me, I feel great. You know what I'm saying? I feel fantastic.
Ready now.
So, right, exactly.
For purposes for my disability, I feel horrible. Everything hurts.
It's documented. It's recorded.
Documented. All right.
But yeah,
that's them niggas. All right.
But I really do look forward to season 3, man. Season 2, man, was great. But as we talk about season 2, and we go over some things we may have skipped out or left out, and we get into some of the fun and more interesting parts of season 2 that we left out. What was your favorite episode? And what is a topic that y'all looking to build on going into season 3?
Honestly, my favorite episode from this season had to be the Fathers Part 2.
Same.
For me, and for me, it was my favorite. As being the MC of it, right, hosting it, I loved it. And to see you guys, just the legacies, right? You know what I'm saying? The senior, the juniors, you guys with your fathers, just being vulnerable, them being vulnerable to you. You know what I'm saying? That's something in itself. Come on, man. It's already hard to talk to your dad just on some one-on-one, nobody around, man, shit. Right. But to for them to come on here and actually be vulnerable was just amazing to me, and I loved it. It was so much great feedback I've gotten from so many people about that episode. For me, it would just be the Father's episode. That was an amazing episode. Y'all did y'all thing on that one, straight up.
Sure. I like the Father episode too. That's one of the top 3. I liked the episode with the women as well. Good engagement,
That was our first trial and error with, guests, and it went pretty well. Conversation held its own. Got straight to the point. Nobody kind of, not out of pocket. That's what I appreciate about that episode. And then, are you laughing?
Cause, bro, you know damn well we weren't gonna be out of pocket. You know Elijah won't play in that shit. Y'all remember that conversation?
That was the main thing. That's what we talked about before.
No. Bro, just to show me one thing.
Yeah.
One
thing. No, you would not play that shit, bro. Like, oh, man.
Gotta make sure they.
But yeah, them my two favorite. And then it's kind of a tie between the 5 and the vlog with the kids.
Was good.
So them mine.
That was a good episode.
5 was true.
The kids, though, that was, like you were saying, that was a monumental experience. Just how we were building on the games. It was interactive. It was good energy. You could tell that they were feeding off of us. We were pouring into them. And it makes you want to be better.
Yeah.
Like, even when we're talking about mentorship
for them,
it makes you be like, all right, hold up, let me tighten up. Just by you even communicating what you got going on, it make you want to go harder. And so that it really put me in a certain headspace, because I was working with Harrison, the mentee that I was telling you about, and I was bringing him with me when I was meeting with my banker, we just out doing different things, and I realized that in that time, I said, man, I want to be more successful. I want to be more accomplished so I can help you, and then I can be a good example for you. So I agree. That mentoring, I like that episode a lot for sure.
Man, I'm tired, man. I don't. Every episode was great for me.
Yeah.
What was your favorite? You know what's funny? I haven't really watched any of the episodes back. Aside from that initial review, yeah. Wow, favorite.
Do y'all watch the episodes? Mm-hmm. Y'all rewatch them? Mm-hmm. You know what's crazy? I don't. Mm-hmm. Like I promoted it, but like I don't really watch it. I don't know why. Because it's like I feel like when I release it, like when I lived it.
Yeah,
I feel that way too.
You know,
but it's hard watching me speak. Like I fast forwarded. Yeah, but I've always been that way. Like ever since I've been a speaker, I don't know. It's like it's difficult for me to like look at myself on screen, and so that's why I understand when actors like they like I don't watch my movie or because it's just weird. Yeah,
it's just like I said, you just release it.
Yeah, it's like it's done. It's done. Yeah.
I think I have to agree with y'all. I think the Father's episode was great, man. I think that had to be my favorite. I guess for 2 reasons. One, because it's needed.
Yes.
And 2, I guess I'm just very fortunate and blessed to have that conversation with my pops, or just to have that kind of relationship with my pops. Because again, it is needed. And we tend to undervalue that, especially amongst us as men, about how important our fathers are in our life and the makings of us as men and the makings of us as growing men, as adults and older gentlemen and fathers, soon to be husbands. Like your father plays a huge role in that. His influence, his tutelage or lack thereof, all of that plays a huge role. And I'm glad we was able to continue to refortify those bridges we have with our fathers, because it dismantles that stereotype that men don't want fathers in their life, or they don't care about their fathers, or we should not care about having our fathers in our life, or any of that. Like, nah, bro, like all ego aside, you still somebody's child, dog. Like, and you still care about your parent being there. You still care about having a relationship with your parent. And I'm glad we was able to, be open and vulnerable and love on our fathers, man, and give them respect to them and ask for them to give respect to us. That's why I really appreciate those questions where it's like, yo, fathers, what you see in your sons as a man, like, because those are the kinds of questions that a lot of folks don't ask. A lot of folks just grow up, they become adults, and they don't have that kind of transition conversation with their parents of like, hey, yes, I am your child, but I'm not a child. Right. I'm an adult. You know what I'm saying? I'm your child, but I'm not a child. Like, I'm an adult. I pay bills. I got kids myself. I'm trying to figure out life things too. Like, we need to have real, honest conversations. And I think that should be something that we should continue to replicate in our own lives anyway. You know what I'm saying? Not just for podcast sakes, but just globally, I think we need to continue to just, again, fortify those channels to communicate with our parents a lot more often, instead of it being in places of need or trauma or this or that, but just generally just having, like, just checking in on them, because they're human beings too. Like, once you leave their house and you become an adult, like, they become more independent too. They ain't got to really worry about you like that. So in that case, that gives room for you to actually start to ask them questions or see what's going on in their life, because they human beings too.
You know what's crazy that you say that? Like, my dad was 33 when he had me, right? I'm 30. Right. So I think about, like, my mindset right now, and even like 3 years from now, probably won't be, too much off than what it is currently. And I just think about, like you just said, like, they're humans too. Right. And that's one thing I've always, like, I've learned as, getting older. It's like I had to give my parents grace because they're human. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like who really, like, just genuinely is like, they're just, I'm a great parent because I'm just a great parent. It's like, bro, I'm human. I'm learning this shit as I go. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And even for, like, trauma that, people have endured as children, so that's why, like, you guys know when the first Fathers episode, when we talked about fathers the first season, how I had that talk with my dad, and you know how it went, like, left. But, like, I had to, like, really realize, and after coming back to it and us hashing shit out and doing, really communicating as men, it just made me really look at him as just as a man, like, not my father, like Michael, like, this is Michael. It's just, I don't know. It's just a crazy thing.
It's a switch that everybody don't necessarily make. They don't make that transitionary switch. You know what I'm saying? Like, as we make that transition from I'm your child, but I'm not a child, I'm an adult. Same thing is expected of us as the child of this parent, to look at them as that not only you're my parent, you're also an adult too. You're also a human being too. Right. And once you actually make that connection and you establish that, I think it actually helps benefit and improve the relationship a lot more.
Because you're supposed to make that trend. I think you're always supposed to, like, I think, like, one of the biggest things, and I'm sorry, like, to harp on this, but, like, I think one of the biggest things, like, when you're becoming a man and, like, you're leaving the house, or, you establish yourself, I feel like, how people just like, oh, 18, especially us as black people in America, right? 18, get out the house, okay, whatever. I think that parenting is more crucial at that moment when you are getting out on your own, where it's like you said, make that switch from, like, okay, yes, you are my child, but I have to start treating you like you're, Elijah, right, the man. Mm-hmm. And I got to put you on game to teach you other lessons and stuff like that. And I feel like that's not as potent in our community as it should be. If that makes sense.
Yeah, because we don't even get there.
It's like
we have so many hurdles.
It's like we graduate. It's like, all right, see y'all on holidays, and if I need, like you said, if I need something or you need something, or it's like, oh, why don't you come by for church? It's like, okay, but that's not what I really need though. Like, right. Like, I don't need no money. I need, like, real, like, listen, like, real talk. Like, talk to me, like.
And to equate adulthood primarily to financial independence does us a disservice as well, because we're in a culture where you're taught that if you're 18 and you make your own money, and because you are providing for yourself, that's where the growth stops. And that's just not it. And then even when it comes to making money, it's the way you're going about it could be wrong. It could have been, okay, you need to be on this person's car as, they had you as an authorized user, so your credit could be at a certain place by the time you get to 18, so you can do certain things. You needed to know, I shouldn't put my signature on this because of XYZ reason, or I should use my funds to go do this. We don't know a lot of these intangibles, and then we get out and we fail, and then we repeating the same mistakes, the same cycle of poverty, and it's like, oh, you grown now, you'll be all right. Instead of somebody really just like, okay, this is how you need to move in when you encounter this. So I think that if we had more in our culture of a way to navigate the terrain, it'll be a smoother transition. And to be honest, even that whole 18 get out, when I was in California and I was working at the firm and I was seeing that these associates, they're making over $200,000.
They at home.
They at home.
Yes, sir.
And it threw me off. Like, it threw me off. I thought it was weird at first. And it's Saudi Arabian, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, you know, and so I'm having these conversations. I'm like, hey, where you stay? Just going home. What do you mean? Home? Like, and he was like, no, like I stay with my parents. He's like, yeah, there's really no point. I mean, yeah. I was like, you make over 200-something thousand? He was like, yeah. And I was like, you got student loans? Nah, it was already taken care of my parents. So I'm just saying that sometimes our way of approaching culture, and for us, is like, you 18, get out, figure out what you got to do. And in other cultures, it's like,
yeah, that's backwards.
Yeah, man, it's just weird, man.
You're right.
When in actuality, what should have been said is, you're 18, which means you're old enough to provide to this household. I'm gonna need some support as long as you can stay here. And
simple.
It's and
I don't really think the support should be even asked until you're 21.
Yeah,
and so it's like. Really, actuality, it's like, oh, I view you as a financial burden now because now you've grown. Yeah, you're a financial burden.
Isn't that so crazy? Isn't that crazy? It's like as soon as you become 18 or whatever, like it's like now I'm a burden.
Yeah. I don't have to invest in this anymore.
Right, I'm done.
Yeah, I need you. I need space from you.
I wasn't asked to be here.
You know what I'm saying? I need space from you.
Yeah, it's like I'm grown. I want to do my own thing. And I was like, but mom, like I just turned 18 a month ago.
What the fuck you been doing this whole time?
So then it's like, okay, if you don't get out, then you're going to have to pay me rent. It's like, okay, cool. But then it's like, even then, the shift isn't there.
Yeah.
Now it's still monetary, like you said. Like the financial independence is still tied. Like your financial dependence is still tied to your growth instead of it being like, as an adult, what more things do I need to know now that I have graduated high school? Right. Now that I have matriculated from formal education. There are so many other things, the hidden curriculum of life that I don't know about that you are responsible for as well as a parent, but you don't put me on. You know why? Because they're adults and they're human beings and they got shit going on and they stressed out and they don't really want to come home and have to put you on game because you know what? They just want to come home and watch Jeopardy or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Cool out, not really be bothered by you. And because you 18, why should I bother myself with you for real? Because you should be old enough to figure it out.
That's fucked up.
All right, y'all.
Because y'all feel that.
I didn't mean to get y'all on that rant.
Because y'all feel that, though.
Sorry, y'all. I know we feel that.
I always said that.
I know, bro.
It never made sense to me. When I went to Cali and I saw this,
it's going to change, though.
I'm like, that's crazy.
Because think about it. We four brothers right now coming into our adulthood.
Right.
And we already know that it's going to change with us.
Oh, facts. And plus, I told, because, by the time you all get this, I'll be an uncle, man, my little brother, man, welcoming my niece. Soon, very, very soon. So by the time y'all get this, man, I'll be Uncle Jay. But I was telling his his love that I don't give babies baby talk. I talk to them as an adult.
Same thing,
right?
Because I'm raising you to be an adult. I'm gonna talk to you like you're grown.
Oh yeah, right.
I ain't gonna cuss you out or nothing, but I'm just gonna talk to you like you're grown. And I said, the only person I give baby talk to, they're like, who? My baby, my lady. You know what I'm saying? Because women need to be, you know what I'm saying? That's when you got your woman, you gotta soften them up, and you know what I'm saying? You got, but when it comes down to babies, and I'm raising you to be self-sufficient. I'm raising you to be sharp.
Right.
I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read you some of the works I'm reading, some of the articles I'm writing. No matter how advanced it may be, you're going to have to learn this anyway. So you're going to learn about, the black writers of our time, the Langston Hugheses of the world, Zora Neale Hurstons and Maya Angelou's. You're going to read this with me as you're going to bed. I don't care if you're 3, 4, 5, 6 months old. You know what I'm saying? We go exactly. Because there's no reason for me to baby you. If I know you were a baby, you're trying to grow to become where I am. So therefore, I might as well just pour into you from where I'm at.
Yeah. Hey man, still put on Frozen too, man. All right.
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be that parent that's gonna be Baby Shark to death. I'm gonna be the
car with the tunes, man.
A couple of joints.
You a kid, Bob.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna be blasting all day, every day. I just can't be that parent, dog.
So shit.
As long as you put a couple of Disney movies on, Mulan.
You gonna put it, bro? Come on, bro.
Yeah, you know classics,
bro.
You know some of the
Hercules,
Princess and the Frog, Princess and the Frog. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say yeah.
Princess and the Frog, bro.
That's like
over Hercules and what about
her representation?
I'm talking about that Lion King.
Lion King.
Lion King has so many metaphors.
Yeah.
Aladdin hard.
Going back to the music though, bro.
Oh yeah.
What's your top 5, bro?
Oh yeah, we can get into our top 5.
Okay, top 5.
All right, so we gotta do our top 5 of 5. We're gonna do rappers, vocalists, most influential, producers, and moments in music. So we're gonna start with our top 5 rappers.
Top 5 rappers.
Top 5 rappers.
Okay.
Top 5.
All right.
No rank. It doesn't have to be like in order. If you want to be in order, then it's up to you. But I would just advise you just give your top 5.
Drake, Kendrick, Cole.
All time?
Yeah. Really.
Okay. I had to make sure.
Drake, Kendrick, Cole, Kanye West, and I'm going to end it with. I'm gonna count them as a group, Outkast. It's my top 5.
Okay.
All time.
I'll go. Jay-Z, Nas, Ye, Big, and Pop.
I'm gonna come back on that one once everybody goes.
Right.
I gotta come back on that one.
You ain't no coming back, my boy. You said what you said, boy. Let me see. We'll go Ye. My boy Wayne.
Yeah. I thought you was gonna say
Yeah, nah. Go Ye, Wayne. They're gonna go. Include Outkast as a group, right?
Yeah.
Outkast. Tupac. And Jay.
Tupac. Hov. You know how you get like a thought of like 3 different at the same time? Right. I gotta say Wayne. I have to, because his run. Okay, yeah. So Wayne, Pop, Hov. I gotta say Ye.
But it's like I have a question.
Okay,
for my Pac and Biggie guys, bro. Like real talk.
And I say Cole.
And the only reason I
including me because I
and the only reason I almost took off Ye from my list, because like, and I didn't put Wayne on my list because I believe in longevity, right? Mm-hmm. And like Ye just longevity because he still produces great. Right. You know, he makes decent music sometimes nowadays, right? I look at like certain rappers, even like Jay-Z, right? Jay-Z to me, why he's such a GOAT is because like, I mean, bro, for almost every decade, he's been at the top, and he's also been consistent with his music as far as like the level, like kind of like how like Bron is, right? Where it's just like, bro, he's just been great so long. He might not be number 1 in the league, but he's still top 10 or he's still top 5, and at 38, you know what I'm saying? So I look at like with Jay-Z doing that, you know, I think like Drake's run is crazy right now. Cole's run's been crazy. Kendrick's run's been crazy. They still you know going right now for sure. I mean, Outkast, I mean that's just set in stone. The only reason I'd be tripping about Biggie and Tupac is like I want to know what they would have been like long. Like, could they have lasted through the different eras? You know what I'm saying? Like how Jay-Z did, how Kanye has. You know what I'm saying? How Drake has, in a sense. That's why I'm just like. That's why I'm just like, you know, like, because like Wayne, like he had Wayne to me is the equivalent of Jordan. Right? Like Jordan had like, you know, people give Jordan GOAT status because like he really has like a legendary story, right? Mm-hmm. 2 3-peats, never went to a game 7, never lost in the finals. Right? How the fuck can you top that? Right. With Wayne on his run, nobody could touch Wayne on his run at all. But like, what's Wayne doing now? Like you put on the Wayne, like, come on, like what's the Wayne song that's going on right now? We just like, oh my God, that shit crazy. He's snapping.
He just snapped on the shit with Jay-Z and Ross.
Consistently though, like
He just snapped on Jack Harlow.
stop it.
Song.
Stop it.
Poison.
Oh my, Poison,
Wayne didn't snap on Poison.
bruh.
Are you mad?
Talking to another Wayne fan here, so y'all gonna have a Wayne battle here about. So you modified your top 5, right?
It's
Or you keeping it? Are you adding Wayne to your top 5?
No. I keep him in my top 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm keeping it.
All right.
And because and the only reason I even take Kanye West off my top 5 sometimes. I'm like, all right, bro, you come on, bro, what you doing?
I'm just thinking about the totality of like everything, right? The impact,
that's what I was gonna say. The impact, for
the
sure.
influence. So when you talk about like, so that's part of why like Biggie and Pac is there, because the influence. You get what I'm saying?
When they were at their peak,
the influence.
it was.
But them, a lot. I'm sorry, I don't want to get morbid, but a lot of rappers have died, bro. A lot of rappers have died, and there's only about a handful you can name whose legacy still live on, whose music still resonates, whose style, whose culture, whose everything still resonates. And Pac and Biggie is like a
Still
top of
being
that
played in the
list.
club.
You know
Top
who
of
they
that
don't get their
list.
flowers, bro? That they should, bro. Snoop. You don't get his flowers, bro.
Snoop definitely in my top 10. Snoop. I mean, if you want to get longer in the list to 10, like DMX, Snoop, like there's some guys that don't get enough credit, but have been so influential in terms of the genre that are in my top 10. But in terms of top 5, those are perennial. Those are the guys.
Okay.
Those are the guys. Like, I mean, I know a lot of folks don't like, for instance, like me, a lot of folks don't have Nas in their top 5.
Right.
I do. I have Nas in my top 5 just because of his, like, historically as a rap situation. When the West Coast was popping, when Snoop and Dre was popping, the East Coast was dead. They didn't know who the hell was going to be the next guy, except this guy from Queensbridge. Put out an album called Illmatic, and that changed everything. And then right behind that, Biggie, Wu-Tang.
I agree with that.
Like, so Nas sort of put the East Coast on his back and was like, yo, like, I'm just a kid from Queens who can spit some shit, man, and I'm just gonna stay true to who I am. And he's stand the test of time in that. Like he's been a rapper that had, I won't say fell off, but he sort of had to find his way as the generations were changing. And now that he like collaborated with Hit Boy and he's put out like 3-4 albums.
But I like that though, because it's like you're able to change with like, not necessarily like steal the sound of the new generation, but it's like I'm able to still be who I am authentically, but still also. That's why like I've always. That's why I like Drake so
10 years
so much
between classic albums for as a Nas fan. For like okay, well damn, his last classic was like 09,
Definitely Drake.
10, but now it's like okay, he has a couple more in the tuck. But let's go to vocalists. Top 5 singers.
With so much drama in the LBC, it's kind of hard being Snoop D-O double G, but I somehow, some way keep coming up with funky ass shit like every single day. Man, come on, man. West Coast.
I love West Coast.
That energy was crazy. It's like
Top 5 vocalists. What y'all got?
Top 5 vocalists.
Somebody has a name, man.
Good.
Just one.
Because when I think about a vocalist, I'm like,
Singers.
I think I got 3, bro.
3?
I can make. I got one thing. Go ahead though. What's your one, bro?
What you want?
I can't even think of it right.
Okay.
So I got. What's your 3?
You go ahead, bro.
Go
I know I got at least 2 off your list.
All right.
So what are we counting as vocalists? Let's put that out there.
Who can sing?
Like we talking about somebody that can.
Okay, we talking about sing. I'm
because I feel like are you talking about somebody who can like
who can perform live? Who can perform live?
Oh, okay. That's easy.
And it sounds just like the record.
That's easy. Go ahead. Let me hear yours.
Perform live and it sounds just like the record.
Let me hear.
Whitney Houston.
Easy. Nigga, that first of all, that halftime shit, that Star Spangled Banner.
They still play that. They play that in high school basketball games
in the world, bro. Nobody. And she did it with so much ease, bro. Just like
toddler basketball games. They play that little Star Spangled Banner. So Whitney Houston, Luther Vandross.
Mm-hmm. That's okay.
Luther Vandross and sang.
Okay, so we're not talking about pipes.
Right, because my brain went to a whole. When you said vocalist, my brain went on.
That's why I asked.
But I didn't want to just like have just nothing but just you know what I'm saying, just women though, because I had
there's some men that had pipes.
I mean, yeah, like of course I BB Winans. I mean, women can sing, but I was just thinking like just popularity. I just like thinking like overall people. You know what I'm saying?
Luther was that guy.
Yes.
Who? That's tough. I have to throw that out there. I put
You put Usher in there?
I'll put Beyonce in there too. Beyonce. For her to stand the test of time through generations, like you said, and to be able to perform
so we're just
at a high level
so
and sing at a high level. At a high level,
you see that was a difference. When you say singers,
like when you say vocalist first, like, and you started with Whitney, I'm thinking you about to go like Whitney, Jennifer Houston. You know what I'm saying? Like
Jennifer Hudson.
I'm talking about like that can pipe like. But now that you're saying who you're saying, I have a different vibe now.
But I'm thinking, I'm just thinking about overall, like building off the top 5 like rappers thing, like overall, like how you painted the picture with Wayne. Like I'm trying to do the same for everybody. Okay. Like when they came out, they could sing. Teddy Pendergrass. He's in my top 5.
I literally
Teddy Pendergrass is in my top 5. Sure. I watched a documentary of his on Showtime a few months ago, man. Saw some of his live performances before the car accident and stuff like that. And I was just like, man, he's killing it. 5, that's tough. Prince.
You Prince over Michael?
I've always been a Prince over Michael fan.
You've always been a Prince over Michael?
Michael fan.
I mean, from a music, like
musicality, producing, writing,
definitely
co-writing, co-producing,
the production.
But Joe Budden gave this.
Vocalist,
Joe Budden gave this great analogy. He said, Michael Jackson made the best music I've ever heard. Prince made the best music I've ever felt. And that's the best way to put it.
There's no way. There's no way.
I mean, of course, but I always take Prince over Michael, bro.
I'm going with Michael, bro.
I mean, I know.
I love me.
His name is Michael, so he's like, hold on.
Yeah,
hold on. Let's start there.
All right, we're gonna take it off me then. I don't want to get flamed up right now. Y'all gonna go.
We are flaming his ass, bro.
Go with y'all singers. Go with y'all top 5 singers. I went out there first. All right.
Yeah. So,
but take my ass out. It's tough.
Still need some time, bro.
Yeah.
Go.
I got Whitney.
All right.
Anita Baker. Y'all done forgot about Sade.
No, I didn't forget about Sade.
I got my boy Michael.
No, I didn't.
And I really like James Brown.
I thought about it earlier too.
I like James
Then
Brown.
throw him on there, bro. That's your fault.
As a singer though.
Nah, not as a singer.
Singer, vocalist, entertainer is different.
Yeah, I like James.
That's what I'm saying. Mike as a singer, not really. Mike wasn't the best singer, one of the best singers. He was one of the best performers.
That's how I feel about Beyonce too, though.
Yeah,
but Beyonce can still sing.
I mean, but Mike can sing. Like
Mike can sing, but not.
Excuse me, bro. This disrespect,
bro. I'm a Mike fan, bro. Listen to me, bro. I'm a Mike fan, bro.
Yo.
Listen to his vocals from Jackson 5, The Jacksons, his earlier works, Off the Wall, Thriller. I think Bad-ish was his last time where he was singing. He was singing. That Bad album was the last time he was singing.
Right.
But after that, remember the time? It was like that. You rock my world, you know. That's cool. It's bops, but it's not like the way you make me feel. You know what I'm saying? It had more power. It had more like soul in it.
Did you watch Free Willy?
It had more soul in it. I'm saying that, bro. I don't know. Maybe because the transition from blackness to whiteness had affected him and his vocals.
I'm sorry.
But I think I think if you're talking Michael Jackson from Jackson 5 to Bad, which is 85, 84, yes, that is Michael Jackson as a overall vocalist and singer. But I felt like he lost it as he got older, which happens to a lot of singers. A lot of people can't keep that.
I'm Rick James.
Rick James is a good singer.
But Prince,
Rick James is underrated as a singer too.
But Prince got him.
Prince kept it. Yes, you saw how he did a Super Bowl.
Did you see Michael Jackson?
Did you see how you do a Super Bowl?
Did you see Michael Jackson at Super Bowl? Did you see Michael Jackson at his what is that?
I've seen Michael Jackson Super Bowl.
What is that? The anniversary he did, that big ass the 30th anniversary he did for his
You're just as a performer, he killed, but as a singer, he was okay. He was doing this. Why are you covering your mouth over the microphone to try to get your voice through if you're Michael Jackson?
All right, guys.
Prince was singing in the rain on the Super Bowl halftime, bro. They talk about Prince's Super Bowl performance as high as they put the Whitney Star Spangled Banner.
First of all, his performance ain't better than Bruno's. So
what?
You thought his performance was better than Bruno's? And,
Prince's performance
was better than Bruno's? Halftime?
Are you serious?
Bruno Mars?
Are y'all tripping right now?
You tripping?
You know what? Give me your rest of your 5. Mike slander, I cannot deal with it.
Go
ahead, what's your 5? Did you finish it?
Fuck me up with that Bruno, bro.
That's crazy.
Hey, what's that song? My whole life has changed.
It's not genuine.
Oh, okay, yeah. That just came to my mind right now. I had to get that off. I had to get that off.
So that's
what's your 5?
No, he's not in my top 5. That was on my mind.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, bro, that's crazy. Michael Jackson. All right,
Mike is on there.
Yeah,
sure. You know what? No, you know what? Hold on. We do have another top 5.
Okay.
A top 5 most influential in music.
Yes, bro.
Save Mike for that.
No, I'm saving Mike. No, don't tell me where I put Mike at.
Don't
I'm putting Mike where he need to be at. All right, Mike's there. All right, so I got Mike. All right, it's gonna be unpopular to say this, bro. R. Kelly up there, bro.
Oh, nah. That's a
I'm gonna be honest.
That's a great take.
He just
About R.
That's a great take.
Yeah. R. Kelly in there.
Take. I've had some experiences. That's a great take.
I got Whitney Houston. I got Marvin Gaye.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say that to round it off for me would have to be Sade.
Yeah.
That's my bro. Listen,
my girl.
When she goes on tour, because she's gonna go on tour one time.
Oh yeah.
I am buying the first ticket.
Yo, we gotta go,
bro. I'm there.
We going, bro.
They're already purchased in my head.
Let me know, bro.
And her influence is so slept on.
It is.
Of like how she carry shit.
I'll give you all.
All right. That's it.
Sade, I got to modify my top 5 to put Sade in there.
I told y'all already.
You already said
Sade's a vibe.
and I appreciate the for that, bro, because I would have forgot about it.
I was tripping. I thought about it, but I was just thinking like, I mean, yeah, I got to put
Don't need to eyes. He's a smooth operator. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Sade.
Slept on.
I was a 5, bro.
Man, it's. I definitely got to say Usher. I definitely have to say I got to pay homage to Usher for sure. Definitely got to say Usher. Vocalist, Tank. I think, Tank. Like from a vocalist standpoint, definitely Tank. R. Kelly.
Top 15 R&B artists.
Song that make all the love music. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Is one.
Keith Sweat?
Yes.
Come on.
Thank you, man. Keith Sweat and Avon. Yeah, that would be my 5
Of all time.
No, not of all time.
That's just his 5.
That's just my top 5. Top 5 vocals.
If he put on some singing, that's
Okay.
All right, I get it.
I could put on.
I get it. You know what? I apologize, Devin. All right, because you know what? I apologize because you're right, bro. It's just like everybody's like, the GOAT debate. You know what I'm saying? With basketball, like it's your top 5. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that.
Exactly.
But please don't disrespect me like that.
Well, hey man, Prince over Michael, bro.
Bro, it's Prince versus Michael, man.
Top 5 most influential in music. That should be easy for everybody.
No, go ahead.
That should be easy for everybody, bro.
Put Michael in there now.
Michael Jackson.
Jesus.
Top 5 most influential in music. Michael Jackson, Beyonce, Kanye West, James Brown. And then 5.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
What? Kanye, Beyonce, Mike. Gotta say Hov.
Did you see it? I knew you was gonna say that for sure.
Got you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then James Brown.
Yeah.
Because you don't have James Brown, you don't have Mike. If you don't have Mike, you don't have Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? And then Mike, I mean, plus everybody sample James Brown music for rap. And Kanye being a soul producer, he always used soul music. He always sampled James Brown. So I mean, it all goes hand in hand. So I think amongst them five, that's what I got.
Solid.
Same.
Yeah, pretty much. I'll add Bob Marley to the other stuff.
Damn. That's a good one.
That's a great one.
That's a really good one. That's a really fucking good one, bro.
I'll add Bob Marley to the other.
Okay.
That's good.
So what's yours?
So Bob Marley, James Brown, Beyonce, Mike, Hov. I'm gonna add Wayne on there again.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna add
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah. I made the culture. What up, twin?
Come on, man.
Man, this
What am I talking about? What?
Bro, he's in my top 10.
That's cool. What do you mean your top five? Yeah, that's it.
You got?
Who you got? I want to hear about this.
Go DJ. That's my name. Oh man, I gotta say Wayne because man, Wayne is just
So Wayne in your top five influential?
Yeah, definitely Wayne, definitely Mike, Wayne, Mike. Beyonce is cool, but she just
got something against Beyonce, bro.
I don't know.
Hey, Beehive, that's Elijah. That's not
it's
us.
nah. It's like I don't know. I've never just said, man, I want to put on a Beyonce song though.
I mean, we never don't. We never
You never do, but I bet you know them.
But we know them.
Yeah.
And you'll sing that. And you'll sing that shit.
Word for word. I never typed in Beyonce in my playlist.
I'm sorry. I'm that person. I got like at least like 10.
You type in Beyonce on your playlist on Apple Music and shit.
Yeah,
bro. I never typed in Beyonce on Apple Music, bro. And I know
like when if I wanted, if I ain't got nothing. Oh no, I think that's 1+1. Yeah, 1+1. Yeah.
Okay.
1+1 is my shit.
You remember the No Ceilings mixtape that Wayne did?
The Sweet Dreams.
That's the only time that I
would play that in band. That was like
in band. But that Sweet Dreams, it's crazy. All right, so yeah, Wayne, yeah, keep it going, Mike. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, yeah, yay,
and Nicki went all.
Yeah, Nicki's very. She was.
Nicki's very. You forgot about Nicki.
Nicki and her barbers. Now Nicki stayed in her bag, and then I have to say
that Monster verse is crazy.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
I love you.
Yeah, but Lil Kim.
Yeah, Lil Kim.
Lil Kim came out.
She's a derivative.
Lil Kim is the shit, the foremother.
I definitely have to say. I'm gonna go with James Brown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mike, you went right?
No, I haven't. Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
No, every list.
I'm gonna switch it up on you guys, bro. I'm gonna throw Elton John in there.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
I got Bob Marley. That's that man, bro. It's tough for me for like the other ones. You know what? I'm gonna have to give y'all Wayne on that one, bro. Real talk. I'm giving Wayne a love now, bro. I'm gonna have to give Wayne on that because just from his tree,
yeah,
went crazy. I'm gonna throw a local. I'm gonna throw a local in there. I'm gonna throw Gucci in there.
Okay.
For the new wave of the new wave of Atlanta that's been holding it down. And if you guys don't know, look up Gucci's Tree to include Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Just for people, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Just to throw that out there. But I'm gonna put Gucci in there just on some Atlanta shit since we are, ATLs.
All right. 5 moments in music. Top 5 moments in music. I'll go first.
Yes.
The Ye Taylor Swift.
Ooh.
That is. I'm gonna let you finish, but
that was wild.
They got all 5.
I'm about to say.
I was about to say
George Bush hate white people. Black people.
That was the one I was gonna say. So
yeah, that's two.
One.
That's two. Both of them.
Houseway.
He snapped on that.
That was it wasn't as like me.
Not as like all like CNN and all that type of shit.
Yeah,
Like,
Sway was
It was for the culture, nigga. That was culture.
Right though.
So those two. So
I got
Taylor
one.
Swift Jones with Ye. The George Bush doesn't care about black people. Top 5 moments that Whitney Houston Star Spangled Banner, because they continue to keep that in rotation. That's like a top 5 moment of music. 4, Michael Jackson, the Moonwalk. Because that changed everything. Everybody wanted to just dance, to really be choreographers. You know what I'm saying? Like learn how to dance. Okay. Like 1, 2. You know what I'm saying? Like just beyond how like just the moonwalk itself, but just like how folks became more technical in their dances, and Mike helped influence that. 5. It's gonna be funny as hell, but y'all gonna feel me on this one. That run Future went on leading up to DS2.
Nigga, what?
And DS2.
Bro,
that was a moment. That was like that's top 5 moments of those 3 mixtapes, and then releasing DS2. That changed.
DS2 was a master.
Everything,
bro.
It's a master.
Do you understand?
Everything, bro.
We had that conversation. I remember.
I listened to Thought It Was a Drought the other day, bro, and I was just like.
He was in a wave,
and I had the over the ear studio joints on.
Yeah,
bro. Yeah, DJ Esco and Metro Boomin, and that man put out some of the greatest music I've ever heard in my life. When Sierra broke that nigga heart, bro, that man went savage, bro. And do you remember when you guys at your old place off of MLK, and we was listening to that weak ass album he put out before that run?
Honest.
It was Honest?
Is it Honest?
Yeah, it was Honest. And he had like one song on there, and I was just listening to it, and I was like, bro, this shit is trash, bro. It is trash. He must have heard me that night. Look. Because like literally like
in the spirit, he was like, yo,
56 nights. Was Beast Mode 56 nights, and it was Monster, right?
Monster.
I like that. That's a good point, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
I got I'm gonna add to that. I'm gonna add in Birdman when he went up for the breakfast.
All 3 of y'all?
All 3 of y'all. That that shit was wild.
Yo, no more.
Yo, that was the most wild.
He really brought it up there.
He was for real. Hey, I ain't playing.
Stop. Dude. He was cracking with a little bit on the thing. He was like, I'm stop playing with my name.
Hey, bro.
He was like, what you talking about? I'll tell y'all.
I wanted to take him serious so bad.
I ain't gonna say this no more.
Hey.
I was like, damn.
Finish what we doing.
Hey, man.
Right.
We finished, we done.
You done
that was
it.
wild.
Right. Roll out there, y'all.
Man. When Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
When Soulja Boy.
Drake.
Yeah.
Bro. He was on the run.
That was good, bro.
He was on the run. Yeah. Then Rick James. When Rick James, when he performed at the BET Awards, and he was, the vocals wasn't, and he accepted something, and he was like, for that in the back, I'm Rick James, and that was one of the hardest lines, man. That was crazy.
It was the way he said it.
It was the way he was making sure you knew, dude, don't ever sleep on me. You know who I am.
And then when you listen to the stories, how he was terrorizing and making hits at the same time in the 80s, man. Yeah, he definitely he's influential too. Just period.
That was. This was not really influential. This is not necessarily a top 5, but this is just something that I think about often. When Kevin Durant said, "I'm Kevin Durant. You know who I am," and then he went on that run that he went on.
Man, stop it. That nigga had Steph Curry and Klay Thompson.
Hey, man.
Everybody gonna
come on, man. Listen, man. I'm just saying, when it was a Slim Reaper, man. When he said that and he did what he did, that next I said, hey, man, respect to that, man. But yeah, those would be like my main 3 that I would say that I think about at the top of my head. So I stop it.
I'll say it was harder than what you just said with the Kevin Durant part. Was not him saying that. It was when Patrick Beverly and Lou Will was like, bro, like, That's Kevin Durant. Like he's like, bro, we tried. Like we tried guarding him. Like, do you know who he is? That to me was more influential. He was just like, bro, I'm Kevin Durant. It's like, bro, we know you're nice, bro, and you're even nicer. You have Steph Curry and Klay Thompson on your fucking team. Right?
You're not gonna.
No, I'm not gonna let that go. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, no.
All right, it's crazy how they let that happen in the NBA. They wouldn't let Chris Paul join Kobe.
Yeah.
You know what? It's not a basketball subject. Top 5 influencers of songs, music, right? All right. Because one of you guys completely forgot, which is crazy to me.
You said songs?
No.
Go ahead, bro. Moments,
yeah. Bro, did we all forget Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake halftime with a boot?
I mean, I didn't forget about that, but I was just
that wasn't.
It was like an unsaid. It
was a moment. Like,
but what happened after that though? Do you know how long it took for like black artists to get back on the Super Bowl? Pat? After that. Like it was a minute. It was a wave, bro, where they started putting out like just weak ass halftime shows. You're just like, bro. And I think when it started coming back, I think it was when Nelly and them performed. And it came back, and that's when like we started getting that. And we got like we were getting Beyonce. We was getting Beyonce's halftime show. We forgot about that.
No. Shit, yes, that was phenomenal.
That was a phenomenal one.
Yeah.
That was phenomenal. Okay, so I would go with the Janet Jackson, Justin Timberlake thing. I'm gonna go with Kanye West and Taylor Swift. That was wild.
That was wild.
I have to go with.
That man.
Snoop. What about Snoop Dogg murder trial?
That was influential. Yeah,
that was a lot.
And he beat it.
Boosie.
Boosie getting locked up.
T.I. getting locked up.
T.I.
How many?
I would say Gucci. I would say Gucci before T.I. though.
Nah, I'm talking about T.I. getting locked up for the guns.
Yeah, because remember T.I. was at his peak.
Yeah, I was at the paper trail. I was at the paper trail.
And then they brought out Soulja Boy at the BET Awards because T.I. was scheduled to perform, and then they ended up. It was just bad. But yeah, that T.I. was at his peak. It was in his prime at that time.
The paper trail came out,
man.
And then I would say my last one would have to be Queen. The I don't know if you guys know the rock group Queen.
Oh,
you guys never heard?
Yeah, I know. I know.
So Bohemian Rhapsody, right?
All right, what about it?
So the when they performed it, right, and then, I don't know if you guys know the story behind it, but he's actually talking about murdering somebody. Like he was actually going to do it, and it was in his performance at that what is that? It wasn't a halftime show.
It was like the world.
It was like a
global.
Yeah, it was a global event, but it was like one of the best the largest performance like ever. And I think that's when they came out with that song. And he literally is like confessing, like, I'm gonna kill this person. Like I was literally about as I was writing this song, I was writing this as my confession to actually because I was gonna murder this man. So I don't know. To me, that was just very influential in this music in general.
Yeah, that pretty much said it. I don't know.
Like that Houseway.
Who?
The Houseway.
Oh, Houseway was that definitely was good. Yeah, I don't know. We pretty much said
All right, we're gonna round it out with top 5 producers.
Real quick, shout out to Kodak Black, man. Just want to throw that out there. He's to real shit. He a young like GOAT, bro.
Yeah,
like influential for Florida.
Yeah,
like music, like
from the beginning.
Yes, bro.
I listened to No Flocking.
Yes, bro. Like going in
from the beginning.
Like and I'm just shout out to him, man. I just want to throw that out there, bro. You know what he said in that kid
Rich
song?
Gang was influential.
That mixtape.
Yes,
for Atlanta, but
that's one of my top.
That Rich Gang was crazy.
Did we do top 5 mixtapes?
No,
you can't.
No synthesis.
Do y'all know y'all top 5 off the rip of your heads?
Yeah,
give it to me.
Draw 3.
Okay, yeah, that's in my top 5.
No ceilings.
That's not the
Rich
top
Gang.
That's my top 5.
Rich Gang. That mixtape was crazy, bro.
Yeah, Rich Gang.
That mixtape was crazy.
I know it. I know it. I know it.
Fell in love with you.
I know it.
Even the fuck?
I know.
Bro, finish your top 5, man.
I got top 3. That's my top.
Yo,
Give me a
man.
5, Jalen.
I know Gucci got one, and I like the Rich Kids mixtape too.
You got your 5, Jalen? Go ahead.
Cushion orange juice.
Oh, thank you, brother. That's I forgot. That's
Cushion
on my
orange
top 5
juice.
too.
That's
That's
that was like senior in high school. Cushion orange juice.
Yes.
Rich Gang mixtape. Cole Friday Night Lights. Wale mixtape about nothing.
Bro, did you just say my 5, bro? Oh, fuck it.
Fifth mixtape has to be that's tough. All
Drop
time.
3, bro.
All
Yeah.
time.
Or no, so Wayne definitely got a mixtape.
Yeah, he got it.
At least
He gotta be one.
At least one.
He gotta be one, bro.
It look like you're looking for a reason not to put him in there. Y'all doing the same thing, man. What's the Wayne slander?
Wayne gotta get in there. Like, I'm not even gonna say that shit. But Wayne, like, mixtapes?
Mixtape, bro.
It would have to be No Ceilings.
Okay.
At least one of them.
No Ceilings.
Yeah, see, I everything you said.
Because with Wayne, it's like 4 of them for me. So I had to select one between Dedication 2, Drought 3, No Ceilings, and there's a fourth tape he did.
No Ceilings too.
Right. No ceilings too. But
There's one of Dedications.
Probably Dedication 2.
But I said Dedication 2, but there's another Dedication one he put out that I was really rocking with.
Everything you said, just add.
Yeah.
Switch No Ceilings for Drop 3 for me.
Okay.
Because a lot of people really don't understand the impact of the mixtape about nothing.
Wiz, Cole, and Wale all came out around the same time.
Yeah.
Came out the same time. Meek's mixtape, Dream Chasers.
Yes.
Oh,
Dream Chasers 2.
That wasn't a.
That was a mixtape. Bro.
Yeah, Dream Chasers 2. Dream Chasers 2 with flexing?
Bro, yeah.
Was Drake So Far Gone? Is that a what?
Forgot about So Far Gone. That is top.
That was a mixtape.
Oh, it is. Okay, all right.
I would add. I would add that.
See, that's why top 5 hard. But
Yeah.
I would take out Cole's Friday Night Lights and put in Drake.
Yeah.
So Far Gone.
Yeah. No Ceilings was my first exposure to mixtapes. I had no idea what that was, and I didn't know anything. That was my first.
I'm sorry. I'll have to take out Rich Gang and put in So Far Gone. I got to keep Cole in there because like Friday Night Lights was just.
Friday Night Lights was amazing, bro. Not gonna cap on that.
Yeah.
That Rich Gang.
But Rich Gang, bro.
That Rich Gang was crazy.
what it did to like Atlanta sound, bro.
Yeah.
If you should think about it, bro, if they didn't like beef or whatever the fuck happened between them, Rich Homie Quan should be with the status of Lil Baby right now.
I agree. That whole situation that happened.
Yeah,
I wish they would have just chopped that up.
Whatever happened in that situation, and whenever they blackballed Rich Homie, bro.
Yeah, man.
Because that
he was on a run.
And then I'm gonna throw like a little like what you call it on there. My man's Soul Tape 3.
Fabulous.
Yeah, Soul Tape 3. People forget about Fab on his mixtapes, but Soul Tape 3, I used to sleep on him all day.
There's no competition. There's no competition with Gangsta Grills, DJ Drama, Fab, and DJ Drama was going in. There's no competition. They have 3 mixtapes of that. Soul Tapes are good too.
Shout out to Travis Porter too. Just putting that out there.
Forget
about Travis.
We did miss one thing though.
What?
50 Cent's run. His impact on music. When we were talking about like influence, 50 did everything at one time.
Yeah,
he had the shoes, the video game.
Yeah, bro.
I had Bulletproof too.
Bro,
yeah.
And bro, he had people
patiently waiting for a tragic.
He had people terrified, bro. Like what he did to Ja Rule, that whatever that was, man, was just wild. You know, it was. Yeah, 50 was a moment. He was definitely
man,
and he's continued to evolve.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Because like now, unfortunately, man, we gotta close this out, man.
Damn, already?
We gotta close this out. Gotta close it out, man. I know we was talking to pre-production. Porter got something to do, man. I got something to do, man. And by God, we happened to find out what time it was. So we gotta wrap this thing up. But let's close this out on a good note, man. About I want to say like what you're thankful for, but just as we close out season 2, going to season 3, any final words, anything I want to share, and just clink these 2 bottles that we're not going to open and call it a wrap. Any final words from them?
No, man, I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all boys. Can't wait for the next season, man. That's it. So,
What you got, brother?
What you got?
No, what you got, brother?
Come on,
Why
man.
don't you go first, man? Because we for some reason you keep going last, bro. Go first, man. All right, King Jalen, come on now.
I'll just build off of low, man. So I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Rest in power to the speakeasy, to the spot, onward and upward. And yeah, man, that's it. I'll see y'all soon.
Okay. What about you, Elijah?
Hey, man, we tapped in.
Now what you got?
Hey man, love y'all, man. Real talk, y'all. Season 2, man. It came with a lot. I say a lot of growth, especially all of us in our personal lives. Taking different steps. And I love y'all, bro. We stay solid. We're gonna stay solid again. We're gonna be here for each other. And man, I'm fucking excited for season 3, bro. Because we got some shit coming for y'all, bro. We on your head. All right. Fuck a reassurance.
Hey, we gotta bring that in. Yeah. It's a backstory to that.
That was good, man. I ain't really sure y'all shit, man.
Good.
All right.
That was good.
Y'all know what the fuck we doing, man. Come on now.
Indeed.
Gentlemen, man, that is a wrap.
All right, man. Hey.
Yo, man, that's it. Season 2.
We go.
It's done.
Oh man, that's funny as hell.
Hey, man. Y'all drinking this shit?
Nah.
All right, good, because I can't, bro. I'm a little lit right now.
No, man, but porter. Yeah, man.
Hold up.
What's up?
And shout out to my nigga Jay, bro. Holding us down, bro. Real shit.
Yeah.
Gotta get my boys.
Jockey. Yo, man, Jamaican brethren. What's up? Yo, man, for real.